Hello there, and welcome to Bakaj, and we have a match between Caosak, who is playing the Soviets, over to the east, and we have as the OKW we have Ghost. See, I'm not too familiar with Ghost myself, but apparently he's a good player. Caosak here. Apparently he's a good player too. But you know what? We'll see. Well, hopefully this is a good match. Alright, so what do we have here? We have guards motor coordination tactics, we have airborne troop tactics, and we have advanced warfare. See, I'm a partial to airborne myself, but we'll see what our Caosak does today. And over the OKW side, we have Grand Offensive, Elite Armor Doctrine, and Luftwaffe Ground Force Doctrine. Will we see the Sturmtiger today? That is the question. So Caosak has started off with 2 conscripts and 2 engineers, so that's telling me that he's probably not going to go airborne troops, because you're more likely going to have 4 conscripts in that build. We have the first engagement coming on with the Sturmtiger moving up onto the combat engineers and the conscripts over to the north. And Caosak's going to focus them down. Should be fine if he backs up. But if those Sturmtigers do close this distance, he's going to want to get out of there now. Yeah, Sturmtigers do a lot of damage. And yeah, the very aggressive Sturmtiger push here, right to the cutoff of the fuel. But we do have more conscripts pushing up to help the combat engineers over near the fuel, and yes, he's going to retreat out of that. And we just have some Volks capping in the middle. We have the combat engineers capping the munitions. Oh, wow. That Sturmtiger should get away. He's got enough health, but my lord, was that close. Sturmtigers are definitely not cheap to reinforce either, so that's gonna be quite expensive. Alright. We have Volks Grenadiers moving up to the conscripts on the munitions point. And we have more Volks fighting some combat engineers down the south. We have conscript squads, multiple conscript squads flanking around the Volks over here, so we should be fine to keep in this engagement. Yeah, the Volks are just going to chill on this VP and shoot the combat engineers. Caosak is still capping this munitions point here as well. The Sturmtiger is moving back into the fight. Should be fine. He won't be able to push in with all these conscripts around. They're just going to get focus fired. I mean, this fight engagement's still happening. Honestly, this engagement should be fine for Caosak. He's outnumbered. The Pioneer will not be able to move in, not with all these guns on them. The engineer's got the flamethrower in right now. And yeah, he's just going to focus the Sturmtiger down. Yeah, this is a lost engagement for the OKW. We do have a grenade coming in. That is going to force the engineers out of cover. Should go for the merge. Do you have another? We have the 221 here, so we do have the Elite Armor Doctrine coming in, and we do actually have the airborne troops. Wow. Usually you see 4 conscripts for the airborne troops, but I guess he wants those SVTs. Yeah, well, the 221 is going to force back the conscripts to base. This engagement is still going on. The combat engineers are just plinking around the Volks. And the 221 is going to push to the cutoff, it seems. And yeah, currently Caosak is currently fully at base, or excluding this combat engineer over here. Ghost is going to go try to cap the fuel, but we do have a conscript moving in. And yeah, that's not going to He's still building. He dropped models for no reason then. that was weird. And the 221 is going to harass the combat engineers down the south side. Conscripts are going to move out. We do have a battle group built already for Ghost. And the conscripts are going to come down south to try and avoid the 221, it seems. We do actually have SVT cons up near the fuel point, actually. They will do a decent bit of damage to this 221. And the combat engineers are going for the middle VP. And the 221 is just going to reverse towards the flame engineers. There's a fair point, Caosak says. He picks up Airborne because he has double munitions. Yeah, Airborne is a very munition-heavy doctrine. You can get those SVTs out a lot faster with the double munitions. And would he go get the snare on this 221? He hasn't reacted. Yep, the snare is coming in. Is this a dead 221? You have Sturms coming to support it, but will it get away? Probably not. The conscripts are probably going to finish it off with another AT grenade. There we go. The 221 is down. The Sturms have just got completely focus fired by these these combat engineers and the flamer. It's going to get away though. The Volks do push back the conscripts. There's a Dushka moving in quite close to the front line. It is the Volks are going to get flanked. The flank on the Dushka. Not the best position for the Dushka at all. We'll see. We do have Volks being pushed back by SVT cons over the north side. And the Dushka is forced back. So the Volks are building some cover on the Caosak's fuel munitions. Sorry, we do have a flak half track out now, which is definitely going to force those combat engineers back. What do we have? Do have more SVTs coming down? It looks like. Yeah, for Caosak, and yeah, this flak is just going to destroy the cover on this VP. The Volks did get the cover down on the munitions, but instantly retreat to save the manpower. He's not going to win versus the flamer anyway.
The sector is at risk.
The Dushka is moving up towards the northern VP. And now we're going to get tier 3, the Tank V battalion command up so that, well, will we see the T-70? It is quite late, actually, for the tier 3. And yeah, this flak half track is just going to do a ton of work versus the infantry. Actually, the Dushka is using its AP rounds against the flak, but now it's no longer in the arc, so the Dushka is going to have to move up. The cons are just going to keep out of range of the Sturm Pioneers so they can just tickle it down. And my OBS is not liking me apparently. Okay, so we did have a con who tried to get a snare on the flak. Yeah. We do have Volks moving on down to the south VP. We just have a SVT cons behind the green cover on the munitions right now. We do have more combat engineers coming to support. We do have SVTs going to flank this green cover. That the Sturms are using, and that Sturm isn't going to be there for long. But it does push the Volks does push the Dushka and the cons back here though, so we'll see how this goes. The flak is going to support the Sturm Pioneer, so yeah, the cons are going to be forced back. The Volks are trying to bully this cons behind the green cover. We'll see how this engagement goes. Engineers pushing towards the cutoff. And yeah, it's gonna try and push that. We do have a T-70 out now. Quite a late T-70, but I mean, he's gonna need it. T-70 is definitely a massive thing for the Soviets. And yeah, everything's getting pushed back now. The T-70 is going to chase their flak half track. Flak half track should be fine, but we'll see actually. Does he have any support? He has a MG34 here. You just smoke it out. Yeah, the flak half track should be fine. T-70 doesn't do drastically well versus armor. Doesn't tear them up. The flak gun does take a few shots at the T-70. Does get a cheeky shot on the stump there, almost wiping it out. That would have been a great pickup there. This is very true. T-70 is always a good choice. The Volks are going back for the munitions point, but the T-70 is going to come and deal with them quite fast. The MG34 is setting up, pushing back the combat engineers. And yeah, the Volks are out of there instantly. We do have the Dushka capping the munitions point on the north side, and as well with support for the conscripts. And yeah. So we have the MG44 with a Volks moving up into the middle pot of VP. And we do have a Raketin on the field now, so the T-70 is going to have to be very careful. Is he going to get a shot off? Does get snared, does get hit by the Raketin, but I don't think that there's no more follow-up, so it should... Oh, the flak half track is coming in, actually. The flak half track should be able to finish off if he really wants to, but now the T-70 looks to be getting out of there. And then the Dushka is being forced back. The Dushka really has not been in the best positions from what I've seen so far. Just been being pushed back quite a bit. So this Raketin is really out of place, but will he finish the T-70 off? Does not get the shot off, it seems. But I guess the flak half track is supporting the Raketin there. We have SVT cons from the munitions point moving in down south. Flak half track has destroyed the cover and is tearing up the cons, but we do have a Zis gun now on the field, so this is our flak half track will not have free roam. We do see a tripwire flare taking out a Sturmtiger, which is a costly model to lose to a 15 munition ability. Do have the Dushka and more cons coming back into the field. Raketin moving up quite far. Gonna try and keep back the T-70. We do have cons moving up over towards the Raketin. No, never mind, he's rotated back into center. Do have the MG34 in the center, but shouldn't get any suppression with the green cover over here. We do actually have the cons taking the fuel down south. Volks moving in, but going to instantly get forced back. And the flame engineers going to be forced back too. Dushka is now in center. They did force back the cons on the fuel right now. And we do have the Schwer being built on the cut-off here. Oh, a little bit of pathfinding here. Oh, they just love each other very much. Alright. Most of Caosak forces are back at base trying to get heals. We don't actually see, we're not going to see a tier 4 yet for Caosak, so... But everything's kind of stabilized a bit for now. We do have Volks moving in onto the suppressed SVT cons. T-70 is going to support them though. We do have the Raketin though in the back. He has to be careful that he doesn't get snared. The Raketin's going to move up, try to take a shot at the T-70. Don't know where that shot went. I heard it. I think I heard it anyway. The SVT cons are going to... Oh, what a shot from the T-70 actually. But yeah, though, the cons aren't going to be able to chase them down. As Raketin's doing a good job trying to screen out the T-70 here. The flak tracker is going to move up. We do have the cons fighting some Volks behind green cover here. We'll see how that engagement goes. Dushka still in the center. And we got the Ziskun and the T-70 moving in onto the half track here. Does take a big hit. Smokes it. And reverses out of there. Well. Should actually have a second Dushka now moving down south. This Volks won't last long. Let's see. So this T-70 actually has done a very good job. 10 kills. So, you know, it could have done better, I guess. But I mean, it was late. So, you know, did a good job, all things considered. This conscript squad is going to move back onto the south fuel. We do have a Dushka setting up in center and the Molotov right onto this cover. This Volks is got to get out of there. This Volks is oh, the Volks is not go. Okay. The Volks should be fine, but that was a very late retreat from Ghost. And the setup for the MG34 is not good. And the Sturmtiger is coming in to support the MG34. We do have the T-70 reversing into Roketten. I mean, it should be fine because he's getting around it, but I don't recommend showing your bottom towards a AT gun. We do have the Zis moving in. Is it going to go for a juicy barrage? Maybe no. The Black Half Truck is actually here, so he's going to screen that out. This MG34 is very resilient, just sitting there while getting pounded by the T-70. And the Sturm Pioneers are getting hammered by the Zis barrage. They are going to have to retreat out there. A lot of health loss, but not a single model drops. That's good. Good manpower preservation there. See, this Black Half Truck is just going about the map, just trying to suppress every infantry and to win these engagements. Hasn't got many kills, but I mean, the suppression value of the Half Track just makes it so strong. Okay, now it's gone on to middle. Bit out of place, but I don't think there's anything to punish it. Smoke going on onto the bottom to VP. And these cons are going to get forced back. This is setting up to shoot at this Half Track. But the Half Track isn't coming in. And that was a good shot from the T-70 there. Can the T-70 do anything about the squad? No, it doesn't seem like it. Oh, wow. What a farewell shot from the T-70. It will not get wiped, but a snipe in half. And this MG34 is not going to have a good time. Is it going to get wiped, though? It probably is. Yeah, the MG34 is down. Doesn't look like anyone can pick it up, though. Oh, we do. The T-34 is moving up to attack the Schwer, maybe? Oh, he's trying to take this lead right now. Do have a P4J in the build right now for Ghost. So Caosak's going to want to try to benefit from his tank advantage, and because the P4J is definitely not an easy thing to deal with, especially for these especially for these C4 M6s. Dishka capping down south. Pioneers is taking shots from the T-34. Got Volks capping the north side. And the Roketten does do a good bit of damage to the T-34. And a second shot. That was a very long shot. Okay. Do have the flak pushing back the the cons up north. Do you have a Katusha in the build for Caosak, actually? That's interesting. I guess he wants to deal with a lot of these support weapons that are in for Ghost. T-70's going up north to deal with the Volks over there. Flak half trucks there to deal a bit of damage to the T-70. The P4J has moved in onto the T-34, but cannot follow through. The T-34 gets on with a sliver of health.
Rocket launcher on the field.
Okay. Oh, will this flak half truck go down? The smoke is the smoke really keeps this thing alive, man. The smoke is such a hero for this thing. They are going to disparage the Roketten, which is going to force it back. P4J is just going to linger around the cutoff for now, waiting for repairs from the Sturm Pioneer. cover being built on near the northern VP for Caosak. Wants to get some defenses ready around that. The Dushers are really the capping power in this game currently for Caosak. The P4J is moving down south. Katusha barrage onto the MG34. Very risky, yeah, but the Katusha does miss. Wow, the Katusha does miss a ton. You get a couple of kills though. Did take out the MG34, I believe. The Ken does almost kill the T70 there. Do not want to lose the T70. It's great recon for the late game. It does drop a what is it? A Panzer Commander barrage on that Dushka there, so the Sturms can cap the point, it seems. This Volks is want to get out of dodge soon, and he's very low. The Raken is going to come in to support the Volks. They do get the cap. Double Raken. This T-34 needs to get out of there. Does he get out? They do miss. Wow, the T-34 should have died there. But, you know, the Rakens seemingly missed. But kind of a risky move from Caosak there. I mean, the P4J could have also moved in, but it seemed didn't react in time. Very curious to what... I mean, Caosak here with the 81 kills to 68 is definitely not what you want to see as a OKW player. But the VPs are quite close right now. Volks moving into the center. Raketten moving up to support the Panzer IV-J. Do we have a mine place here? We do. Whoa, we have a new Katusha barrage in the center. Hasn't really done that much, I guess. Like, it really hasn't. Only a couple of kills there. T7 is going to move up onto the Volks. Get a couple of shots on there while the Rakettens aren't about. The Volks are going to get forced back by the C-72. I'm wondering what is he going to do with this P4J right now. He hasn't been utilizing it that well. The Volks engaging the the cons, but the flak is there. The Raketten misses. Is it the elevation? The Raketten did miss there though. Caosak does react as soon as he gets hit. Okay, finally this P4J is moving up. No? He's just dancing. Just dancing. Oh, we actually have the Raketten hiding in ambush over here. And then we have the Volks being pushing up to the cons with the support of the flak half track. The cons will not have a good time with the flak route. And the T70 can't really do much with the Raketten supporting it. We do have a Ziskon coming in now to support the T70. So if we see the flak moving, it would not last long. This T70 want to go. He's gonna want to move back. The Raketten's probably gonna take it out, and the T70 goes down. Yeah, not the best position for the T70. It takes a while to get out of there. The Raketten doesn't get punished, but the T34 is moving up to try and take this flak half track out. Where's this P4? This P4 has not been doing anything. Well, this flak half track should be going down. Yeah, this flak half track is pathfinding down. Yep, down goes flak half track. So light vehicle for light vehicle. We have another T34 in the build for Caosak. We've got the P4 coming in now. Snare for the T34. We've got double Ziskon coming to support the T34. He should get away. Both miss. Both Ziskons miss. This is no place for a T70 indeed. We do have the Sturmtiger coming in now. And this is not a good time for these Ziskons. This is a dead Ziskon. Yep. Oh, will the second Ziskon go down? The T-34 over here is dead. Does get a shot on the rear of the P4. Doesn't look like the second the second Ziskun's going down, so it's going to keep its veterancy. Come on, dude, indeed. 10 models in the first shot. Typical, yeah, standard Sturmtiger things. Yeah. The Sturmtiger, man, it's just so painful. Do you have the Dishka on the VP once more? Again, the best cap and power comes from a Dishka. Do you have the T-34 coming in to support the Dishka? But the Sturmtiger is rolling on up slowly. And yeah, he's going to get out of there. The Katusha comes in onto the Raketen, and the Raketen's going to be forced back. Oh god, the Sturmtiger moving in onto this Dishka, and Dishka has to get out. We do have the Ziskans coming in though. Will we get a snare on the Sturmtiger? He does get the snare on. Will the Ziskans move in fast enough? We do have the T-34 as well. We have a second T-34 coming in to the build for Caosak. Doesn't look like the Sturmtiger is going to go down. The P4 is coming to support. There's a Raketen as well. This is not great for the T-34 here. Will the T-34 go down? It does go down. That is not good for Caosak. But will the P4 actually go down? If the P4 goes down, then it's not the end of the world for Caosak. Long range shot. And it takes it out. Wow. Long range shot from the Ziskan. Will the Ziskans get out though? It does. That was a very good shot from the Ziskan. And not a half bad trade for Caosak here. The Sturmtiger has been fully repaired. He is coming in now, and the engineer's like, nope, they are out of here. Will these engineers get out? They will get out, it seems. But the Sturmtiger is just a force to be reckoned with. You just want to get out of there when it's coming. You know it's reloaded. Oh, what is the Sturmtiger actually doing? This is not a good play from Ghost. He's sent it out alone. We're going the Sturmtiger Pioneers as support. He way overextended the Sturmtiger, but the Raketens are moving up to support, so it should get out. He is going for a shot on the T-34 though. Oh no, this is not good. And the T-34 goes down. The double bounce indeed. And the Katusha is going to take the Raketen out in response, but that is not good. Yeah, very ballsy Sturmtiger, but it does pay off for Ghost by taking out the T-34, and these Volks just do get suppressed by the Dishka, so the Ziskans should get out. But this is quickly turned around again, out of Caosak's favor. I mean, I don't think anyone has too big of an advantage right now. I mean, the Sturmtiger is quite strong, but I think generally it's quite even currently. We do have a triple cap, or almost, oh no, we didn't get the triple cap actually because the Dishka is there, but we have a double cap for Ghosts right now. Yeah, the manpower is low for Caosak. Yeah, this is true. And yeah, like the Sturmtiger just completely levels out the kills as well. Let's have a look actually of the army values. And yeah, you just see it. Caosak's plummet down recently. And Caosak doesn't have enough fuel for another vehicle currently. He does have another P4J coming out as well. This is not looking good for Caosak. He does get the cap on the northern VP to stop the VP bleed. The Sturmtiger's coming back up. Yeah, he needs to take out this Sturmtiger before he bleeds him out too much. This Raketen should... Oh, this Raketen gets away. Lucky Raketen for once more. Yeah, he's going to need some heavier AT because these, yeah, this is correct. As Lagarth said, the Ziskans are just going to get bopped by the Sturmtiger. The Ziskans are moving up. They are going to get smoked out by the League here. The Volks are going to push back. The Stumps are going to get pushed back, but the Sturmtiger is going to take a shot off. Does not do anything with that shot. It wasn't the best aim shot, but you know it was enough to force back things. We do have another T-34 in the build for Caosak right now. I'm not sure about this. He does need a tank out, but he has to deal with these P4Js and the Sturmtiger. An SU-85 might have been better. But this skirmishes hasn't done the best thing, the most, has it? Yeah, it's done some things. The Sturmtiger is moving back up. Is MG34 going to push back the cons on the mid VP? Oh, there was a mine over here, and the Sturmtiger is snared, but of course the Sturmtiger can defend himself by yeeting a shot out anything that attacks him. Does get a close barrage with the Katusha, but again only one model drop. The Katusha really isn't doing that well. Kenworth are moving on up. Volks building green cover at the wrong moment. Yeah, this Raketan is not going to have a good time. We do have airborne guards coming in from the back lines, and that Raketan should go down. But that being said, the T-34 is going to get shot from the rear by the P4. The Raketan is down. The Ziskan's going to keep back the Sturmtiger. The Sturm Pioneer is moving into the guards. The guards do not have their upgrade yet. They are going for the DP, sorry. The DP upgrade. It gives them 3 of them. I mean, the DPs are a lot better on these more open maps. Dushka is going to shoot out the MG34 in the center. Do have cons capping the South VP right now. We haven't got the T-34 repaired yet, but we do have combat engineers moving on up to give that T-34 some much needed repairs. We have a curtain being replaced that was lost over north. Yeah, the barrages from the Katusha has not done much at all. Oh, double shot from the Ziskans on the Sturmtiger. That is going to force it back. There was a lot of damage though, and honestly, probably not needed. Unnecessary damage. The cons are going to get forced back by the triple Volks down south. I mean, the VPs aren't looking great for Caosak right now. And we look at the kills. It has evened up since the Sturmtigers came onto the field. I mean, it has racked up 17 kills. And one of them being a tank kill, I believe. Yeah, one of them being a vehicle kill. The T-34 is moving on into the Sturmtiger. He is on vehicle prioritization, but nukes the Pioneers. The P4J is going to move in onto the T-34, but going to have to back up because of the double Ziskan supporting it. The Raketan is going to support the P4. The Sturmtiger's moving on in. The T-34 goes down, and the tank play from Caosak hasn't been the best, to be honest. But you can say this kind of the same with Ghost, to be honest. The P4s have not been in the best positions. That being said, the Sturmtiger nuking the T-34 probably wasn't on the menu really. Yes, indeed. This is tank micro you'd see off someone like myself. Volk's going to move onto the Ziscun, but the combat engineers with the flamethrower is going to move up with a Dushka to support it.
We have a new T-34 standing
Another
by.
T-34. I mean, I'm not sure about this. Oh, whoa! There's the Katusha barrage he's been looking for. The Katusha has woken up and nukes a Volk's Grenadier. Wow, that was a great barrage. But yeah, I'm not sure about the T-34s. They've not been working out for him. They're just dying one by one. Combat Engineers has a little scout around for the Ziscuns. Ziscun do pepper the Sturmtiger. Just get a rear shot as well. Another T-34 coming out. Can this actually Sturmtiger get out? He is moving up it with it actually. This is not good for Ghosts. Will this Sturmtiger survive? The bounce, double bounce. This is not good. Will he die? Yeah, this has to die. And it goes down. The Sturmtiger finally goes down after bouncing so many shots from the T-34. And they did get snare on this P4, so it couldn't really help the Sturmtiger. Will he get out though? It looks like he's going to get out because this is sight blocking as well. That was a very ballsy T-34, and he does pay off. He does get out and takes out the Sturmtiger. Does get another P4J out though. Ghost does. It's still looking okay for Caosak. He does have the double Ziscun, then the Sturmtiger is out, so he won't instantly lose them. He just has to repair his tank right now. This P4J is going to move up to harass the retreating cons, get a couple of kills on there.
We have secured.
MG34 is going to suppress the airborne guards on the mid VP, and the P4J is going to pepper out number 2. The engineers are not repairing this tank. Another barrage on the Recount Worker. It is going to escape. Unless you do get a barrage like that. The Katusha has honestly woken up. 20 kills now. That was a great barrage from the Katusha. Finally we get repairs on the T-34. Is this gonna hit the P4J? Got Volks and the MG34 moving down south. Cons moving on into the middle VP. The League smoking the Dushka.
We are losing territory.
Cons versus the Volks on the MG34. They are going to get suppressed very soon. Ziscun's barrage in the MG34 here. The P4J did get a little skirmish with the T34, but he's going to back off. And the engineers are going to try and force the Recount back. The T4 is moving on in now. The Recount has been displaced. Will the T34 kill this P4? It goes down by the Ziscun, I believe. The Ziscun long range knocks the P4J down. This Ziscun is just laser eye. Cutty is just so cost effective. It's amazing. This is very true, Captain Frog. The Ken is forced back. P4J moving on and trying to take out these cons, but there is a Ziscun right here. Double Ziscun gonna shoot out the P4J. This is not a good position for the P4. The T-34 is coming on in. Every shot connects for the Ziscun. This is a misplay from Ghost here. This P4 may go down. There's another bounce from the T-34. He is going to reverse into the territory of Caosak. No reaction from the Ziscuns. Another bounce from the P4J. Still no reaction. There we go. He reacts with the Ziscun, but he could have reacted a little bit sooner, honestly. But will this T-34 go down instead? Second T-34 coming in. No, what a shot from the T-34 through the bushes. That's just P4 things. Volks try to chase down the T-34, but think better of it. Another T-34 coming on in. This Volks is going to want to get out of there very soon. Nothing really happening right now. It has a bit quiet down. Both those tank losses, though, have really swung this into Kazak's favor. But the VPs are in Ghost's favor, so this needs to be a hell of a turnaround for Caosak. He needs to push his advantage while he's got it. Ghost can get a new P4J very soon. League is going to barrage the Ziscum. The MG44 is going to suppress the guards, but the T44 is going to force it back. This barrage is going to barrage the MG44 over here. The Volks are going to come north. Sturmtiger moving into the suppress conscript. They're going to have to get out of there very soon if this MG44 can't get out. Got killed. Yep, it's forced back. The concierge should be fine. Yeah, especially with the Molotov. We'll see about that. No Volks moving in on in though. The Sturmtiger is going to force back the Ziscon. The Volks have been forced back, but this Volks is going to force this con back here. The Katusha actually getting chased by the Sturmtiger. Here comes the T-34s. Going to drive past this Raketin. The Raketin's forced back. Tries to get the snare on the T-34 for some reason. Isn't going to do it though because it's not damaged. And this is one big push for the T-34s. Forces back the Raketin. We do have another P4J in the build, but we do have a third T-34 coming out. This is Soviet industry just racking up their T-34s. It's not looking great for Ghost. He is capping the points. See, this is what he needs right now. Raketin's going to force back the T-34s. Bit of a pathfinding issue here. The unnecessary damage. It's okay. Should get away. We have a mine being built on the northern VP by the combat engineers. And in the middle, but he is going to get found out by the Sturmtigers and the MG. The combat engine is going to do some damage to the MG34 while it sets up, but it is going to get forced back by the Sturms. Oh, this is not good for the T-34. Should get out of it though. Yeah, seems to be fine. The Katusha came in to get barrage, but he thinks better of it because the Raketin is moving up. There we go, close range to barrage, but this Raketin go down by the Katusha, and it goes down. Didn't he actually get shot on the T-34, weirdly? Is this moving up to deal with this T-34 here? It's not looking good for Ghost at all. Like, if you look at the population, it's 41 to 97, you know, and he surrenders. Oh, they're GG Caosak. Honestly, that was not looking good for Caosak at one point, but the missed micro of the tanks on Ghost really led to his defeat. GG Soviet late game is there, 100%. But honestly, like the missed micro on the tanks, there was multiple times where the the P4J just was not in the fight. And the Sturmtiger was just out of position at times as well. And just like, as soon as he lost both his P4Js, it's just, yeah, he was on the back foot. And yeah, well, GG Caosak. GG Ghost. But honestly, once that Sturmtiger went down, that was the turning point, I think. Yeah, we just see the army just dropped from Ghost. Ghost lost all his tanks, this is true, yeah. Honestly, like, I have to say that the tank marker on both sides was really bad. Like, both of them were losing tanks for no reason. Especially on, like, Ghost's side. Like, he didn't need to lose those two Panzer IVs. Like, he pushed them up over really deep. And just didn't... he didn't need to. He chased for no reason. Would have got a Panther to deal with AT as the Sturm should have tanked. Yeah. That's a fair point. See, I'm certainly not the highest ranked player, but when you cast games like this, you do see the obvious issue, like the obvious misplays. Like, I don't think the T-34 over here, sorry, T-70 should have died here. Like, he placed it to repair it, but it's a really bad position as a whole, because if you're gonna reverse out of there, you have to turn and then reverse. So that was a bit of a misplay. Yeah, I don't know, like, it was as a whole a good game, but definitely the tank micro was not really there for both of them. I'm gonna be honest. I'm known for really bad tank micro, so I know bad tank micro when I see it. But yeah, GG for both of them. Great comeback from Caosak.